Hey everybody!
Hello!
Welcome to episode 6.
Yay, episode.
Sarah can't say it, she's a Kiwi.
Lols.
Today we're going to be talking about...
High Tea with Mrs. Wu, but first we have exciting news.
Oh yes!
Luke is
I'm a little bit tired because I now have a new minion. I had a little boy. I have a child. He's called Jude. So Sarah's with him at the moment, but he's going to come in today and you guys are going to get to meet him. So he's 5 weeks old. I haven't slept much, but it's been wonderful.
So good.
Yeah.
Cool. So today, talking about High Tea with Mrs. Wu, one of my favourite clients.
One of. There's
many.
You know who you are.
We all told you. And we're going to have the whole team in coming to talk about what they worked on the project in. So we've started off with Sarah and myself, who did brain and website, and then Ben.
We've got Ben that's coming to talk about the web stuff.
Yeah.
And we've got Andy, who's behind the camera, who you'll meet later, and Helen, they're going to talk about the video. And Alex, the awesome Alex McIntyre, is going to be coming in talking about photography.
Yeah, a really cool project, and like across content, building the whole website, populating the whole website. We'll show you some examples, but yeah, just looks beautiful. Beautiful people, beautiful clothes. Really dream boat.
Enjoy.
Bye.
The real brief here was how do we essentially take everything that they do, which is just awesome, like their clothes, the way that they communicate with customers, their design process, and how do we articulate that in an online way. So we weren't reinventing, we weren't coming up with new elements, we were essentially facilitating what they already do to an online audience. So enjoy the process and let us know what you think.
So working on the High Tea with Mrs. Wu project was a real passion project for me. Obviously I love all the projects I work on at HeadGem, but for me I've known these girls for a while and I love working with them. And so to be able to work on a really solid e-commerce website, that a real chunk of that project was to focus on driving sales, to be able to go to their workshop and see how they work together, to know a bit about their business story. It really just, for me, it made so much sense. And when a project makes sense, I find it really, really exciting and really rewarding to kind of help them through that journey, to have a problem that's quite practical and then to find a solution for them.
The High Tea with Mrs. Wu girls all had a really beautiful aesthetic, and oh wait, I should introduce Jude.
Yeah, we've got this.
Forgot about the baby.
Yeah. What are you wearing?
So today I'm coming with Jude, this little monkey. He's sound asleep. I don't know for how much longer, but he's doing good. He's the newest HeadGem member, so maybe you'll see him in the intro sometime soon. The girls had a beautiful aesthetic, so our job really was just to kind of pull it all together and present that to the world. They had lots of things already figured out. They had a typeface over here and a graphic over here and little bits and pieces kind of all very beautifully designed, but maybe needed a little bit of consistency. So we kind of looked at everything that they had already developed and pulled it together to make a really consistent logo and typeface to present to the world. The typeface we used was the typewriter style font, and we had a little icon that we developed to go alongside it. The 3 little dots, and one of the things that it means is a tea plantation on a map. The other one was that it means therefore, and also just representing the 3 girls, Ange, Ro and Jules. So that was a nice little synergy that kind of made it a perfect little symbol for them.
So one interesting aspect of this website was developing it mobile first. A lot of online stores, it's very difficult to navigate them on your mobile phone, and that's something we really wanted to nail with High Tea with Mrs. Wu. We also have a fairly complex filtering system built in, and getting that working was difficult, but it was definitely worth it in the end, and we got an excellent product.
So the shoot was great. We shot over 2 days. The first day was for a lot of the campaign work, which was getting applied to social media and website and all the marketing material. And the second day was for the lookbook product stuff, and that was just to sort of bind it all together. They had a big warehouse door which we opened up, so you had this lovely streaking light across the side, which gave it a really lovely warmth to a lot of the imagery. And then with the grading as well, there's a lot of blues in the blacks to bring out some continuity with the branding as well.
It was more about their story and sort of bringing the camera inside their working space. So it was a beautiful studio to shoot natural light and the fabrics and all the amazing machines. Hey.
Yeah, it was really interesting because there wasn't a strict storyboard or a script for us to stick to. It really was just going through Andy's footage and trying to find a narrative within all the shots and the discussions that they had amongst themselves. But I think it turned out really good and quite authentic as well, particularly when they were talking about where they came from and their history and their heritage. I really enjoyed working on this particular piece.
And I think the exciting part was that we already had a very strong brand and philosophy. So, Hair Jam wasn't coming in to do this big changeover of what it is that our business is about. It was very clear, and those objectives and those goals and that image and that feeling was just made into a better experience. And I think that's what Hair Jam did so well.
Yeah. What was great for us is working with a local business.
Oh, of course.
Because we previously wasn't, and it was really difficult. The communication and the lag time was really difficult. It was so much easier for you, and the communication was like instant almost.
And we really, how do you say, it was very respectful, and we really appreciated, talking it through and then just realizing where we were as well as a business of 16 years, and there was just a feeling of celebration as well from Hair Jam and for us.
And I think it helped to kind of mature our label because it went from what we were before and still kind of finding our feet, and then we kind of Hair Jam helped us step up a level and refined our image and our brand identity, and just made the website very elegant and beautiful, which is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah.